Hey guys, we are in Albert Park, Melbourne, Australia this week, and as you can see, my first running quali doesn't go to plan. Very difficult chicane, and so lucky not to lose a wheel, and we can return to the pits.
Okay, we can take you this.
With our pride wounded, but this is our quick lap on the soft. So we touch a bit of the curb going through Brabham, speed through Jones. Car felt good then. We gained a little bit of time. Aaron moves out of our way as we brake hard now for Whiteford. This is a tricky turn as well. Turn 5 can unsettle the car, but that's not too bad through there. As we brake diff hard for 6 and 7. There's Niari gets out of our way as well. As we come now for the Clark chicane, we've gained a lot of time through there compared to our previous lap. The championship could be decided in this race, because that's a purple middle sector, so this is a good lap so far. Bit cautious through there, especially after the accident. Yeah, Matty can win the championship this weekend depending on where he finishes and where Mattleman and Rob finish. And so we're 3/10 up on this lap. As we brake for Prost corner. Speed through turn 16. And so that's our quali lap. So we gained 4/10 on the second run on the same tyres. It was good enough for 6th. Look how close me and Matty were in 5th and 6th. So 3rd row of the grid. And so this is that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lights out in Australia. Lights are on for a very long time then. Our start's poor. We're going to get jumped by Michelando and by Laverick. Bit of contact there. I'm not sure who that was with. Possibly Metcalf. As Laverick gets past Matty. Matty needs to win to have any chance of sealing the championship here. There's more contact. There's all sorts going on. Luckily, we don't seem to have picked up any damage from any of this. As I said, Matty needs to win for any chance of winning the championship here, so him being in 7th isn't going to help him. Although we've had some legendary title deciders in Australia in the past. 94, Schumacher and Hill. 86, Mantle's Blowout. They're both at Adelaide, of course. This track mostly known for being the opening round of the season traditionally, although that's not the case anymore, because it doesn't have as much money as the Middle East. There's Metcalf behind me showing some real pace at the moment. I'm actually really struggling on with high fuel. He's having a look. I gave him the room on the apex, so I thought he was going to make a dive. He didn't in the end. So P8. The one fight we've got in the championship at the moment is for fight for 4th in the championship with Scarman, and he qualified 15th, I believe. So it'd be good to get some points and make that gap a bit bigger. I think the top 3 is going to be out of my reach now. There's Matty and Laverick battle ahead. I've got to be mindful of Metcalf behind me. Really seems to be struggling for pace at the moment. Laverick seems to indicate and pull over for Matty to go past him. So I don't know if that's anything to do with Laverick not wanting to get involved in the championship, or a bit of bromance in the pit lane. Wonder if he'll be as kind to us. I doubt it somehow. I think we get a bit of a nudge off Metcalf, who's got a lot more pace than we have at this point. I think we may be holding others up. I think Brown Dog we're holding up now as well.
Green flag.
So there's and that is our rival for 4th, Scarma. He's retired. And so it's a VSC.
Resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to to clear it up in time.
And I think I'm going to try a new set of tyres. I did 2 runs on these softs, and maybe that's why I'm feeling slow. So I swapped into the mediums, and as we start lap 4, we're down in 12th. We've got Theon ahead of us, but he's got a drive through. Metcalf stopped at the same time as us, but he also got a drive through. So it'll be interesting to see when the leaders pit, and because we pitted under the VSC, theoretically we should have some kind of advantage, but it'll depend as well on their softs. There's a yellow flag somewhere. What's happened here? And so that's Theon pointing the wrong way around. So that's 11th now. That's a position gained. I think Metcalf's had a slight incident somewhere behind us as well, because he's dropped off about 3.5 seconds. It looks as though Ripley's quick, but it's the AI car.
Gap to car in front is 9.2 seconds.
So this set of tyres does feel a lot better than the softs did. As Rob Will sticks in the fastest lap. And Mick goes even quicker, so there's definitely a battle at the front. Not catching Keith and Spacey as quick as I thought it would, so maybe I just have a lack of pace at this track. However, on lap 7, VSC comes out, we have caught up to about 3 seconds.
Slow your pace immediately.
So maybe it was just a case of the tyres were in the right window on that first lap. As I said, Ripley is right behind us, but he's an AI car due to some fault somewhere. And the reason for the VSC is mixing the wall, as you can see then. An easy mistake to make there, especially on these curbs. And so this VSC's played into our hands slightly. Keep very cautious not to get a drive through. And so we're right at the back of him now.
Green flag.
As Ripley makes a move and goes straight past us, but as you can see, his speed is... It's bizarre how quick he is. But at the moment now, I have got a free pit stop behind me, if for whatever reason I need to pit. So I'm not sure if this strategy is going to work out. It's a very aggressive strategy, and it'll be interesting if it works. So technically we're 10th, because Ripley's result isn't going to be counted. So we're in the top 10. What we don't want, and this track is notoriously difficult for it, is we don't want difficulties in overtaking people. That's where it can go wrong. As Mattelman retires, one of the leaders retires, and that's a full safety car. And we're not good at picks, we've not long put these mediums on. And so we're up to P7 now. We jumped Labrick through all that. Just Keith runs slightly wide through Prost. Labrick and Brown Dog behind me will be on much fresher tyres than I'm on. I think Labrick was thinking of maybe going around there outside. We weren't going to give him that space. You can see Matty's in front of us, he's still in 5th, championship leader. But he's not going to win the championship from there at the moment. A lot of people put hards on and are planned to go to the end. We're not, we're going to have to stop. We're going to stick a pair of softs on. Around lap 19-20. So it'll be very quick towards the end of this race. But it's probably important we get past Keith quite soon. Since quali, I'm still very nervous and hesitant going through there. Keith's doing a great job in P6 at the moment. Oh, but he runs wide. I think he got a wheel on the grass on entry into Prost. So he runs wide, and that's another position. I'm assuming Laverick behind me is going to have to pit at some point. I don't think those mediums will go all the way till the end. But as it stands on lap 13, we're P6. Hopefully Spacey will hold Matty up a little bit. His tyres are older than ours. So hopefully that'll keep us to the lead pack and Matty won't have to stop again. And so as we go to lap 15, Matty and Spacey battling, that has let us catch up, and we've been quicker than Laverick as well. As Matty makes a move into the hairpin. So we need to get within that 1 second of Spacey, and I think we will be now. Yeah, we are. So this will help us defend from Laverick behind as well if he gets DRS. The only thing on this lap is Spacey still within Matty's DRS. Although I think I'm out of Laverick's DRS now. I think he's just got very good straight line speed. Matty hasn't yet broken the DRS either to Spacey, although he's nearly there. He will do this lap, I think. There's quite a bit of open road as well for Matty ahead of him. I think Spacey tapped the wall then. Don't know if he's got any damage. Takes a wide line through there as well. He's also got 6 seconds of penalty, so I don't need to be too stupid at this point. But I also need to be mindful of those on hards behind me. Yeah, and he understayed slightly out of there, but we did get an okay run. We're going to look up the inside. We've got the apex. Spacey gives us space. Was able to accelerate off the corner a lot better than we were. So we read what we were trying to do then. This battling's allowing Laverick as well to close up behind us. What it is allowing Matty to do as well is just drive up the road. So at this point I probably am being held up. I think I have got a bit more pace in the car at this point. But as I said, it's very, very difficult to overtake around here. And that's a bit of a daft warning to pick up there as well, there's no need. Those around us haven't got warnings, bar the Spacey with a 6 second penalty. Matty's made a bigger gap now as well. And that's wide, and that's another warning. One warning away from the penalty at this point. Dirty air behind Spacey's making me understeer quite a bit, which is kind of causing all this. We've got a much better run out of him than there though. And that's
Been awarded a time penalty. Will go against
that's another warning.
time at the end of the race. There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now.
And that may cost us later on, who knows. We lost a bit of momentum there as well, so we're not going to be close to Spacey, although we did get a better run out of there. But we're not going to be close enough for a move here. And what Spacey is able to do is, on the last corner, get a really, really good run out of there. He's got really good traction. Which is costing us quite a bit at the moment, I think. Yeah, there he goes. Someone had pitted then, I'm not sure who that was. I think it may have been a back marker, possibly. We're not going to make a move there. Famous scene, of course, Fernando Alonso's big accident in the McLaren, I think it might have been 2016. Martin Brundle's huge accident in 1996. And I'm assuming Spacey is going to have to pit soon. Because I think he's been on those mediums since the start. I mean, his pace isn't too bad. He's losing a couple of tenths of lap to Matty on fresher hard tyres. We're now dropping Laverick behind us as well, and as well as Brown Dog.
Green flag.
And there was a yellow flag there, I believe, but I'm not sure what's happened. And so we've decided we're going to go for the undercut. We're going to go aggressive. We'll put some softs on. We're going to have a lot of overtaking to do. But that's the strategy we'll go for. It'll be interesting to see how all this plays out now. Oh no, they're hard tyres. It's softer ones, so they've stuck hards on. And we're going to be at a huge disadvantage going forward. And so we did jump Spacey during all that. But he obviously put softs on, which any sane person would have done. We didn't. Or I'd say we. The team didn't. And that's going to cost us, although Niari's just retired. I'm not sure, and that's a full safety car. So this will give us an opportunity to put a slip. There he was, wow. So this will let us put on a pair of softs, which it does also bring us down to P10. And we have a 3-second penalty. So it'll be interesting to see where we can go from here.
Okay, clear. You're dropping a second a lap to the car behind, 1 second.
That was a bit wide, it wasn't perfect. Lost quite a bit of time there actually, as Theon and Jock battle in front of me. Jock takes the inside line and just keeps the position there, but that probably helped us a little bit actually. But we were able to catch up. So our pace on these soft tyres at the start of the race with a full fuel tank wasn't great. Be interesting to see what it's like now. I always get a bit twitchy coming out of there. I always think the rear of the car's going to go. Possible flashbacks. Was it Jacques Villeneuve? I think he was in a Honda or a BAR. He had a massive rear wing failure on that straight. That would have been around 99, I think. Right, so this can be difficult now to overtake, I think. There's a lot of cars bunched up. The leaders are making a gap. I'm not sure what's the best I can hope for here at the moment, to be honest. No DRS yet, of course. No, think of a move, not going to make it there. Jock and Brown Dog battling ahead as well. Tyres feel good, we're a lot braver through corners like that. Definitely feel quicker than the cars in front of me. I think Jock tried another lunge on Brown Dog there. Ooh, Leon doesn't take the greatest of flanks today. He's a bit compromised. We should have a run. We won't have DRS to help us. We've got a better run out of the corner. We're going to be side by side. We've got the apex, and that's going to be our corner, and away we go. So that's one position gained. Only a handful of laps to go. And so it's just a sprint race now to the end.
You made it look easy.
As it stands, with his penalties, we would finish ahead of Jock. But I'd quite fancy myself to get ahead of Brown Dog as well.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is
And so there's stuff going on. Ooh, there's a lot of slow cars. So we've manoeuvred away around them. That's P7. Got through Bilton, Matt and Brown Dog there. We nearly slam into the back of Jock. Spacey's run wide, so that's another position gained, and that's P6 now. And I think that might P5 I think is the best I can hope for now. I'll need to make sure there's more than a 3-second gap to Leon in 8th. Otherwise that can come back and bite me later on.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
We got DRS, of course. We're not going to be close enough here, though. Need to be careful we don't try and mount Jock's car. That gap to Leon is going up. However, it isn't quite 3 seconds yet, so I'm not out of the woods. Me and Jock are catching Laverick at this point, actually. And yet again, the car ahead of me gets a much better exit coming out of the last corner. We get a better drive than Jock coming out of there. We will have DRS now, and we've got our ERS. We're gonna, not close enough. Jock gives us room anyway. He gets out of it, and so that's a lap and a half to go. But I think that's the best we're going to get. Maybe able to catch Laverick, but we're not going to gain 3 seconds on him as well as overtake him. I don't think that's going to be possible. We'll need to push though to make sure anyone that hasn't got a penalty behind me that I can't see at the moment doesn't overtake me. We're catching Laverick at this point by quite a bit. Definitely got some pace, which is annoying that we've got it now because we haven't had it all race.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
As you can see, Matty's in 3rd. We've been catching him
Final lap of the race.
as well, so we definitely got the pace. I think he's getting 2:10.6. He's in a DRS train somewhere.
The car behind has started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form.
So it's very strange that we're able to catch Laverick this quickly now, when we weren't on the first couple of laps. And maybe we've just gained confidence in the last 28 laps in the car. I'm not quite sure. But there's always a chance you may get a 3-second penalty somewhere, so it'd be best to overtake him. I think. Oh! Was that a brake check? Or was he just slow through there? That was very, very sketchy. I'm not sure what happened. We're going to make the move anyway, which we do. That was very sketchy. Was it a brake check? Who knows? I don't know. We're not going to beat him on time anyway. Well done to Michelando, who wins the race. So that's P5. Our aggressive strategy didn't work then. Plus a cock-up when my team put the hards on. Well done to Leon Evans, driver of the day. Drove from the back of the grid. And there's your podium. Matty has to wait until Jeddah to see if he can clinch that championship. Michelando finding form at the end of this season as well. He won in Japan a few weeks ago. Another win in Australia. Feels a long time since we had a win. I think it would have been Spa the last time we won. And so that's the results. And that penalty cost us 4th place at the end of all that. Just a shame really. But a good race nonetheless. Some very, very good action there. I think we've pretty much clinched 4th in the championship now as well. So a break now for a couple of weeks and then we're off to Jeddah.